see something very interesting with Apple. We did have a request from Rob V. And you know me, I love a request that has a little bit of a opinion there. Apple Bear, Rob V is asking about Apple Bear. Now, yesterday, we had a big fight with the Qs and SPY midday, fighting around the point of control. Qs successfully went over the point of control. SPY did as well. But one that didn't is Apple. And being that Apple is the leader of the market, I should have been paying way more attention to this, because last time this happened, we did have more of a battle here. Now, Apple's got right into its volume profile, retested it. Very healthy way to be long Apple, right? It just makes sense. But this is where it gets tricky for Apple. The bull market, what the bear market, suckers rally, whatever you want to call this little upturn here. Because if we can't get above this, then now we're going to look to roll lower. So being that we have a lot of tech reporting, Apple's going to be reporting, let's see if we can get above this. If we can, and we start to roll over and head to the value area low of 134.69, we're now threatening another possible breakdown in Apple. So Rob V, Apple Bear, I'm kind of with you on it. I'm with you. We got rejected by the point of control, and we need at least a big gap higher or an engulfing candle or some great news to push us above that. Now, Ruby is looking at Rad, another bear. I just typed in Ruby. Rad, another bear. Ruby wants to know, is Rite Aid going to zero? Well, right now we are consolidating at the lower area of our value area, and that happens to be the point of control. We got to break down here. The minute this breaks down, yes, it is a local low, but because the volume kicked in down here, this is also point of control. A breakdown here, Ruby, we'd be on our way to zero. It would be a nice little short here to have that confirmation of a breakdown. Next up, I just got to feature QQQ, since I'm going to be talking to Mark Sebastian in just a little bit. We had a beautiful bombshell bull yesterday in both QQQ and SPY in Trade the Close. Mark Sebastian, how awesome was that?
It was nice. We popped in with a nice little trade at the end of the day in SPX.
Yep. That's how we do it.
We bought some 40-20 calls for what, $1? 90 cents. Sold them at $1.95. Sold some more at $1.95. I sold some at 170 right before it took off to $3 because somebody said get out. And then it popped to $3. But yeah, that was a nice. And then at the end of the day, when you said, "Hey, we're softening up," I bought some puts for like 50 cents, and those popped as well.
That was awesome. We traded this wick too.
Yeah, those last 10 minutes if you're not involved in Trade the Close and you're not watching the last 10 minutes of the day with Oz, you're missing out. Awesome. You should, if you don't want to listen to the experts talk for the first half hour, tune in at 3:40 and you'll get an opportunity to make some money. Just real briefly on Apple, I bought some puts yesterday that expire on Friday. It looks like, yeah. I already sold a couple of them. Looks a little overbought. It's down pre-market. Let's see whether it reverses. If it does reverse, I'm going to look to reload. But I think I'm with you on Apple. Rad, the entire pharmacy sector stinks. Look at CVS and Walgreens. They stink. They cannot get off the mat. I'm not sure what is going on with the sector, but CVS looks terrible. Walgreens WBA looks awful. All of them look just terrible. So, you got to worry about being short Rad, in that, if the entire sector gets low enough, is someone going to swoop in and just buy them all up? Right. That's kind of your one risk on being short Rad. Plus, it's a $3 stock. Your upside versus downside, that gets memed and turns into a short squeeze. You've got something to worry about, like what happened with Bloodbath and AMC. Yeah.
That's true, Mark. That's true. All right, well, looking at Apple for a little rollover, and downside target here is 134.75. Mark, let's get into some big money flow, because it looks like you're seeing some Positive news. What are you seeing in Nicola?
This is, to Garrett's point on this is one of his awful stocks that tends to rally with momentum. And we've got a trader thinking that sometime in the next 4 or 5 months, we're going to see a serious positive momentum shift that allows Nicola to blow higher because a trader bought 100,000 3-5 call spreads for 27 cents. This is a 2-point vertical. They paid 27 cents, so pays out a little bit less than 7-1. It is extremely bullish. I got to tell you, from a risk reward standpoint, it is not a bad little play to look at to potentially go long. We've seen similar orders in laser, charge point. So to Garrett's point, there are option traders watching these trends, trying to set up trades to take advantage of the next time we get a serious positive momentum shift and blow higher.
Just looking at the chart here, Mark. All right, so Mark, how would you trade this? How would you take this flow, being that, Nicola, we were just talking about stocks under $3. Check this one out, 275. How would you trade this?
So here's your battle plan. All right, you're going to sign up for Garrett's midday momentum. All
Love
right,
the plan.
Then, all right, we're going to probably, as Garrett said, we're probably approaching a momentum shift. We'll go yellow then red. All right, then we bottom out. The next time he gives you a positive momentum shift, you go into July options. You set up a 2.5-5 call spread or this similar 3-5 call spread. You'll probably pay less than this trader, and you're going to make a lot of money buying it. It's not one you jump into right now, but using Garrett's technique and using options, you can really take advantage of a play like this. And this trader has laid out the foundation. I just think they're a little bit early. Wait until this thing gets down to below $2 and then set this trade up, and you're going to be in a position to, I think, make some serious cheese.